Welcome back. This is MDawg. I've said this before, but I know there's a lot of episodes, so you've certainly theoretically not caught all of them. This is the 2021-22 leveling guide, and just in terms of like when content comes out, we want to go. Whoa. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once here. So the way my schedule works. I'm always working, potentially, but every other week is just much busier, both with personal and professional life stuff. So, we're trying a new spot here, by the way. So this is the busier week, so you'll notice it's much more likely that less content will come out this week versus what will come out next week. So just as a little aside there. So we're trying to get in a partial night of bream fishing. This is just when I had a few minutes to try to put this episode together. So I am using 2 large 1 hooks at this point. And like I said, we're trying a little different spot down here. It's a very short clip, 8 meters or so. We're down at camp area, 3628. So we're going to give this a try. Obviously, we've missed about half the night or a little more. Thanks so much to Node Lit for the kind words. We've missed about half the night, but we'll still give it a shot, see if we can catch a few decent ones. We're almost to 45% bottom fishing. I think it's at 50% where we get inline. That would be interesting to get a slingshot at this level. So if I set these up like I meant to, this one has a large 4 hook, and these two have large 1 hooks. So we're sitting at 431 silver. We are gonna hit level 16 probably this episode if we do a decent amount of fishing. In fact, if we hit some nice bream like this, we'll probably hit it while we're bream fishing down here. Yeah. That was a really nice one. So we've got 2. It's unfortunate that we weren't able to fish here the whole night. If I have time, later this evening or even tomorrow, if I can get another episode in, I'll try to, and I will probably try to do this spot all night. I'm interested to see how this spot feels in comparison to the last one we did, which was awesome. But I do kind of like checking out new spots. I have definitely fished down here off the camp area. But I'm not sure. This, by the way, this would be a great place to be bottom fishing and fixing tea or cooking stuff. I'm actually not sure if I've ever fished for bream in this exact spot at 8 clip. I'm just not sure. And in terms of silver, I mean, you can see you start, I mean, we're at 431. Now, last episode, we had a pretty incredible series of cafe orders. I mean, it just, everything kind of worked together. Bream fishing, rough for orders, bleak during the day for orders at winding. It was kind of crazy. But, I mean, still, the silver is kind of rolling in now. Getting on a good streak here. This is a bream. Hold on. But notice the time. Could be a great bream. It really could. But you do have that chance of hitting common carp on garlic dough. So now that it's morning, they're more likely to bite, to be active. This just doesn't feel like a bream to me at all, if I'm being honest. All right, let's think about where we are. I'm not sure, you know, this is the bigger spool, but I'm not sure we're going to be okay with this fish going all the way to the back of the boot. But I don't know that we're okay with going all the way up to that bridge right now. So, you know, we're just gonna deal with it. We'll just come out here and hope for the best. This isn't ideal. If this is a common carp or grass carp, whatever, it's probably a common carp given that it's garlic dough, but I guess I don't know that for sure. Whatever it is, it's not worth it. I'd much rather be catching bream. Which this might be. Now, we did have one small common carp at that other spot, but, you know, down here in this area where we're fishing, this close to the shore, I almost said earlier, like, this just feels like a carp spot here at Old Berg. So, I don't know. Maybe I said I might try this spot again next episode. Maybe I would go back to the other one. The other one was so good. Does anybody still have hope that this is like a giant trophy bream? I've lost all hope. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. It's just not, it's not swimming, it's not behaving like a bream at all. I'm so convinced that I'm almost tempted to put the rod down, go catch the bream that are on our other rods, throw them back out. And if this fish is still on here, so be it. If it's not, so be it. Oh, this is also a big boy. See, this is what I don't want to be missing out on. Is actual bream fishing. Is it still on there? Oh, it didn't go in the pond either. That is great, right? Or did it? Oh, no, it did. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think we ever get it out, right? All right, we need it to swim far right. We need to try to keep it at the front of the pond. It might already be good. Oh, it came off. It came off. Okay, hold on. That's the best thing that's happened. Let's see if we can get this without snagging it now. Are we going to be dragging it straight across? I think we're good. Right? Yeah, we're good. Whew. Okay. Very nice. Oh wait, that's 3. That's funny. Alright, there's level 16. I just didn't like how this looked after I drug it across the ground there. Alright. Alright, well that was a big common, I think. So we've only had 5 over a kilo. Now 2 of them have been over 3 and one of them was 2.6. So the sizes are really good here. But, you know, we just haven't been here very long. Bait slingshot. I mean, we're still catching pretty nice bream. Again, another nice bream. So, you know, you start to imagine, like, what if we started here at 8 p.m. and, you know, fished until 8 a.m. solid 12 hours, or maybe 13 hours, go till 9. How many would we end up with? I mean, 13 minutes. I think it'd be a pretty good spot. Uh-oh. Yeah. I'm not sure. Could be a bream. Do we want it to go that way? Yeah, I think we do. All right. I have a feeling this spot is, while it's good for overnight bream, this might not be the spot for morning bream. I just want to make sure he's heading in that direction before I walk back down. He's staying close to the shore over there, which is kind of nice. Okay. He's gone. Okay, sounds like... Oops. Wait, so that's 2. Do we think either one of these is a bream? I think we have 2 carp on. How's this one feeling? This might be a good carp spot, by the way. We just don't have the gear for it right now. And this one might come in. I wonder if they don't stop at that bridge, do they? Boy, that would be OP if you could get them to stop at the bridge. By the way, we're just going to go for this. If there's a chance we can get it in, we're going to get it in. If it pops off, it pops off. But we are absolutely going for it here. He's about to pop surface. Common carp. Like, I'm not sure that we could have gotten this fish in any reasonable amount of time without the upgraded Lacerti-2s. Thankfully, this other one got away. All right. That's a common carp. So lots of common carp here. I mean, fish at your own risk if you're using this type of gear. And like once it gets to be 5 a.m., I might back off, even though that's like the perfect bream time. Maybe rotate to another bream spot if you're not wanting to hit those commons. I mean, we hit 3 of them pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. This is a very unfortunate cafe orders. 88 silver. That is some quick silver. Wow. What was that Bleak order and how much is it worth? 34 silver? They've got to be 50 grams though. I mean, that sounds pretty obnoxious. Unlucky. I still think I might go bloodworm and fly. We've got 34 flies left. We just want a few bloodworms, right? I still think let's go catch a few bleak. Let's see if this spot's still looking pretty good. Just make, you know, try to get 20, 30 more silver, and we'll call it. See if this spot's still happening. It's unfortunate. I was hoping there'd be a cafe order here. At Mosquito, there weren't great cafe orders for daytime either. There might have been like one Crucian and one Roach order, but that's where I spawned in at, so I looked there really quick before we traveled to Oldburg. So, and we just kind of have limited time here, so I think just going to catch a few bleak if they're still active might be the best use of our time. We've got 500 plus silver. Oh wait, we want to be on the other side of the tree. That's what I'm talking about. 434 experience. I mean, that's basically what you get for 1.5 kilo Bream, something like that. Just a little bleak. Holy cow. $128 bleak caught on fly. Big boy bleak. Even that, 100 XP, and it wasn't even marker size. It's pretty good. If you're not sure what to fish for, your lower level, even if you are mostly focused on bottom fishing, don't sleep on the bleak. I don't think this is a bleak. You can sleep on the perch. Oh. The old 2-for-1. Now those little guys, unfortunately, that even though they're worth 100 XP, they're not worth any silver. But you are leveling up your float fishing. And, you know, if you're not in a time crunch like I am right now, just hold on to the smaller ones and check back. Those bleak orders come up here and at Mosquito and at Old Berg all the time. Just for clarification, you do have to catch them at the body of water that you're turning them in for a cafe order. But, I mean, right now, we certainly know of a bleak spot on Old Berg and Winding. I think we caught a couple bleak on Mosquito a few episodes back. It wasn't a great spot or anything, but if you were patient, you could get them eventually. That or frogs. If you're just trying to hit a cafe order. I think we're going to miss both of these. No, we got this one. That's a marker too, isn't it? Yes. Let's see if we go on a streak here of not getting many markers. It's kind of that time of day where it could get a little less ideal. We should still catch them, but we may not catch as high a percentage of markers. That looks like a solid one. Ooh, I like seeing the dace. You know, I wonder if we popped the depth down on the bloodworms one, if we would occasionally see depth dace mixed in. Like, just go down to like 25. So right now we've got it on 17, very shallow, and obviously that's working really well. But it might still work fine at 25, and it might have a better chance of getting a dace every once in a while. Let's try it. I think recently, if you've wanted to get dace, though, going to what are they called? Casters has been the answer. Oh, that's a nice one. We're still getting decent ones. We'll see if we get anything here. Yep, still a bleak. It's nice bleak. So I don't think you're going to catch dace on flies, but again, bloodworms I think both will be okay with. Which you occasionally could get a little common roach or perch or something like that too. We might have slowed the bite rate down a little bit on the bloodworms by changing the depth. And we have, so far we haven't seen a dace. Man, the flies are killing it though. We're still getting really good markers. So good. We should probably just be doubled up on flies right now. I know we tried this last time, but let's just try it again. Just for a minute. The flies are so good. It's like kind of okay if all we're doing is really just fishing with one here. But I would like to see if we can find a dace. Man. See, I think you start getting into like little common roach and stuff when you go deeper like that. And then they just nibble and it's very hard to catch them. Especially with the moving current like this. Which is why Bleak are so so good. Much more manageable. Oh, we got something. It's just a Bleak. That's all right. If Bleak want to bite on our casters too, that is fine with me. Oh my goodness. Something took it down fast. Oh, perfect timing. I was actually giving up on that, and right when I was about to pull it up, the Bleak took it. Hey, look at that. 2 for 1. Holy cow. Come get your Bleak trophies, folks. I remember, this is like no points. Alright, if you're curious, so that one was on caster and on a 24 hook. The first one was on fly and 22 hook. I think that's right. Yeah, 22 hook. Which the reasoning behind that is pretty much the only thing you're catching on fly is Bleak. So we're trying to like push up the size just a little bit. But on casters or bloodworms, you know, we're recognizing that we're going to be catching perch or common roach or, I don't know, even like a stray chub or something. So we're trying to keep that hook size as low as possible to dodge all of the other fish besides potentially Bleak and dace. So that's the thinking for me on choosing those hook sizes. Obviously we had the trophy on that caster and we're catching good Bleak on caster. I will say overall, bloodworm has been killing it, like really good. So if you can't get your hand on flies and you want to use 2 separate baits, I would do caster and bloodworm. Caster should give you a chance to catch the occasional dace swimming through. And if you can get some trophy dace, not trophy necessarily, but marker dace, then you're in good shape. Those are even more lucrative than Bleak. And there's probably a better spot for dace somewhere right now. I just don't know where that is. Earlier when we have been going through this series, right there where you spawn in was supposedly pretty good for dace, but again, we caught more Bleak there, so I'm just not sure. But I'm fine with Bleak. Bleak are just, they hit so fast, they're so easy to fish for float, and they do add up on silver. And then maybe the best part, the secret, not secret, but the best part is they seem to have a really high frequency of cafe orders. So you're often getting paid even for the small ones. And obviously, trophy size or trophy chances, not too bad. I think we have a fish on the other line. I just don't know if it's... Yeah. See, I think we hooked it and then I put it down. Okay. Somebody in chat is saying that left of the bridge there's dace. So let's go try that. We'll do casters on 2, and we'll put them at 35 and 50 centimeter depth. So we're gonna go casters, and we'll put this one at 35. And then for dace, I think we want to kind of cast it out pretty far out there. Bleak, you want to be closer in at this spot up here. But let's just see if we can't get a nice dace so we can do the comparisons in the shop. I've already had 2 trophy Bleak, just amazing. And I don't have much time left, but we'll try to get a couple more minutes here. Float fishing for the little stuff. It's really fun. I mean, when the bite rate's good, it is very exciting to me. All right, left of the bridge. We'll go all the way up here, I think. I wanted to go farther, but forgot we just did the digging, so the energy was low. Oh my goodness. Does this one still have a fish on? I'm gonna try like over here maybe. I just don't know. It's funny, I hear people talking about this spot and being like, you know, that you can catch dace pretty good, but now I guarantee it, if we set up for Bleak, we'd catch Bleak here. But I always, this spot doesn't usually work for me for dace as well as it seems to for other people. But when the dace spots are on the main river or down farther, I often have better success. Yeah, we just can't even get a nibble. Let's try a little closer maybe. It's gonna be a Bleak. It's just Bleak. All we're catching is Bleak here. Okay, there's a dace. I hope that's a dace. That might be a dace. Oh, it's a wide eye. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying they're not here. And it could be a depth issue. Maybe we want to be more like at, I don't know, 70? $24 hook. And maybe they're a little too finicky to try to fish with 2 rods for them. We'll try to walk this one down a little bit, see if we can't find one. We haven't had a single marker dace at either spot. But, oh, there's something. Like, am I too far down? It's a bleak. We're getting nibbles down here now. Come on, be a marker dace. No. Okay, so maybe closer to shore and not as quite as far down? It's getting late though. We can't really trust the bite rate now just because of the time of day. It's going to look worse than it really is. So maybe I've got some more experimenting to do if we wanted to get dace down here. I'm sure somebody in chat will let me know. But I've tried to do this before. We've tried several different approaches. In fact, I think early in the leveling series, we tried this spot a couple of times. Did pretty good on Bleak, but couldn't hit dace. And somebody was trying to give us the exact setup and depth and everything they used. And it just, I was not having the same results. There's another one. So we're getting closer. Again, it's like pretty late at night. If it was still daytime, maybe those would be markers. Or maybe in the morning, hit the dace in the morning. I do know that if you can hit some nice sized dace, the silver per fish is just ridiculously good for the size of the fish. Seems like we're kind of on something right now. Maybe we should have tried this little spot when it was earlier. Maybe dace don't like having 2 rods in the water. Oh, be a dace, just for fun. You're no fun. Okay, let's make sure on the cafe. And let's see what these bleak were worth. 11.9 and 11.18 for the trophies. But even the non-trophies, they just add up. You know, daytime fishing. It's not bad at all. I mean, we're getting up there towards 60 silver. Sorry, 600 silver. Let's see. We want a few more casters. Oh, we don't want that many casters. They'll be in stock somewhere else. Okay. So this is the question that I've got to figure out. Do we want to go limp around Corey with our upgraded Lacertes? Or do we want to save up and get, you know, either this, the Pulsar. I'd even be willing to try this out. This is sort of the middle ground. What if we got one of these, our 2 spinning rods? So this goes up to what, 8.5? So no matter what, as far as like the first 2 spinning rods we want to use, 1.4 silver. We saw that last time, right? We kind of want to use these, but they're 210 each. I'm really thinking we go ahead and get 2 of these, maybe next episode. And maybe we'll experiment at Corey just for fun with a couple spinner baits. But mostly we'll keep doing Bream and cafe orders and stuff till we can afford one of those super cast reels. So this is going to put us back at 150 basically. 150, and then we're saving till we get 700. So we're going to need like 550 from there. But again, as you can tell, we got this much silver in just over 2 episodes basically, because of hitting the cafe orders, nice Bream and all that. So it is doable. Okay, I need to wrap it up though. We'll see how tonight goes. And again, this week will be a little slower on content, but I'll try to find little pockets if I can. All right. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Tight lines, everybody.